Hi guys, how we doing? Sorry about the messy hair. Had a shower this morning and it just went all fluffy. Can't be bothered to find where my hat is, although I might have to get it soon because the old sun's just popped out. Anyway, welcome back to episode number three of our DIY Sailing SIB project. Now, this episode is specifically going to be giving you information on how I've made the rudder. Briefly on episode one, I think you saw a few concepts I was talking about. Now I've actually finalised, oh, sorry about the wind. Hope you can hear me still. But yeah, I've finalised, it's still a prototype, you know, I can still change it, but I've actually got the component all together now and I'm just going to whack it on the outboard. And yeah, just give you a bit more information about it basically. Let me just turn you around, let me just actually. Okay, so this is what we're working with. So, simple design. You've got three components. You've got the back kind of clamp bit, and then you've got this part here, which is a static, I don't know what you want to call that. It's part of the clamping mechanism. So, and then you've got the rudder that swings nicely like that. So, and you've got that little bit there just to stop it from you know, going too far that way. Don't know what the technical term for that is, just to stop it swinging. But anyway, let's get it onto our very lightweight Johnson 4 horsepower 2-stroke engine. Reason why I'm in love with this engine is it's pretty much, it's the lightest 4 horsepower you can buy, I think. Apart from those Chinese Hankai ones, I've not felt the weight on those, but you just want a bad boy Johnson. Anyway, let's get this on and I shall report back to you in a second. Going to show you how I'm tightening this up, guys. So as previously mentioned, it sits basically on that cavitation plate or just above it, see, so it can't go any further down, and also it can't slide up because it's touching that one. Obviously all outboards are different, so make sure this is the most important measurement really, is so that your rudder is going to be nice and tight. So yeah, it's just some wing nuts, get them on there. You don't have to use wing nuts, you could use normal bolts to stop that from coming off, because there's going to be a lot of vibration if I'm using the engine, as everyone's aware. These 2 strokes vibrate a bit. All engines vibrate, but in particular 2-stroke outboards. I might just get a grinder. Obviously I'm going to make these less protruding, so I'm going to grind a bit off and then I might grind it down, you know, just do a cut into it like that. And then what's the purpose of that? No, sorry, I might try and just drill a hole so I can just get a split pin in there. Or you could lock that off with a nut that's got, you know, the plastic stuff in it, so it tightens down and it doesn't come off. Anyway, that's pretty tight now. Now look at that design, isn't that cool? I think I'm most proud of this concept. I mean, that's going to be pretty deep in. That's going to give you a lot of steering capabilities. Last one I made for my kayak, my inflatable kayak, it was a complete prototype, and number one thing I learnt was you need a big old rudder if you want to steer these things, inflatables, because they catch the wind, so you need a lot of steering in the water. Anyway, this is the only bit that I haven't finalised, this little bit here. So you pull that up, you've got yourself a retractable. Look at that, how cool is that? And let's just get you some wide angle lens. There we go. So that I just need to, yeah, it's not going to take much, is it? I don't really want that on the, somewhere around here. You see that little hole there? Hello. That's going to come in handy, isn't it? I that through the hull and just wrap it around there if I really wanted to. Bit budget, but at the same time, you don't want to overcomplicate these things. I could just put a little, oh, just pinged out my hand there. You don't want to overcomplicate these things. You just want it to be nice and easy and basic. Not too basic, but, you know. Look, you could just do a few wraps on there, and then if you had a, what are they called? Oh, like a bungee hook thing, and you just hook it onto there, into that hole. Again, everyone's outboard's going to be a bit different, but that's the easy bit, you know. You shouldn't worry about this too much. Just a few wraps around there, and who knows. Actually, you don't want it. You might not want it on there because it might. Look, I just saw it move. Look, it started moving. So yeah, you might not want it on there, especially because I've only got the one on this engine. That's a whole different story. But anyway, the main thing is the functionality. Look at the state of this. Is that not the best rudder? And also, the colour that I sprayed it, I mean, that was just a primer with laminate. I mean, put some resin on there. Got loads of dust on there, but never mind. But that's almost looks like a factory, a factory kit for this Johnson. Seriously, how cool is that? Anyway, yeah, I'm just gonna let that go like that. It's gonna drop back. No, it's not. Look at that, it's just standing up without any help. Anyway, you lower it down when you're... Actually, is it going to be that? Yeah, that'd be perfect, wouldn't it? So even in the lowered position, you could, you know, get a hook for this, hook it on there, so that you've got access to it when you need to pull it up. There we go. So light enough. It's light enough to operate on a bungee, but sturdy enough to, heavy enough to stay down in the downward position when you're out sailing. There we go, guys. Bit of a shorter video, this one, but it's going to be interesting to do the sea trials because we're getting very close. Potentially could be the next video, actually. We'll get it all on the water. Super windy today. Bit too windy for prototyping things like this. But yeah, here's another quick look at just the mechanism. The components, 3 components. This plate here that fits in between your cavitation plate. The one on the back to clamp it down. Just some bolts. And then the swinging rudder. In the up position. And then in the down position. Brilliant. Let's get the thumbnail. Yeah, that might be nice. There we go, guys. Episode 3, done and dusted. Again, apologies with the hair. Look at the state of it. Never mind. Yeah, anyway, if you enjoyed this video and you want to follow me, give us a thumbs up. That'd be amazing. Subscribe. And yeah, like I said before, episode 4 is going to be the big one. We're going to get it all out on the ocean waves. We're going to do some water testing, sea trials, I think that's what they call it. See if it all floats, see if it sails. I'm pretty confident on this build. Like I said before, I've done this. Ugh. Should have just got a hat really, shouldn't I? Pretty confident this is going to work this time because I've previously done it on a kayak and it didn't work very well. It didn't help that I went out on the sea where it was the current was really strong. My lee boards weren't big enough, my rudder wasn't big enough, and yeah, it was a good experience though. Anyway, waffling on. Catch you on the next one, guys. See ya.